Hey everyone, it's Gabriela Barrero, and we are here with the phenomenal Neli Rodriguez. Now, you know that it is getting to the time of the year where you are going to need to stock up on candles. Now, you're sitting here thinking, I need something fresh, I need something new, or I need some of my favorites. I want to introduce you to the amazing, again, Neli Rodriguez. She's the owner of Embellished Ribbon. And if you're looking to support a women owned business this holiday season, I want you to listen to Nellie's story. What makes her so special and unique? And you're not just buying a candle when you invest in Nellie, she has a whole other experience that she's trying to bring you along with her for. Nellie, welcome to our 25 Days of Small Biz Base for our holiday gift guide. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much to Generation Fearless for allowing us to meet and be connected through their retreat and through their other day retreat where you were a vendor and we're able to kind of see each other, but kind of be like ships passing in the night. Tell us about Embellished Ribbon. How did you start?
So thank you first for having me. I'm so excited to talk to you and to everyone today. So Embellished Ribbon is a candle brand that started, it was born during one of the most challenging times in my life, which was when I was navigating postpartum depression. And now, over 4 years since it started, my affirmation candles have become a source of light to brighten women, especially moms, from within. And it's bringing them healing, it's bringing them joy, and it's bringing them community. And it makes me so happy every time someone tags me and they DM me and tell me that it's made such a difference that they feel like I made that candle just for them, because that was one of the reasons, right? I struggled in silence. And I realized there's so many of us struggling in silence. So my candles are speaking directly to those who are struggling in silence, who need a little bit of hope, who need to be reminded that it's okay to take a break, it's okay to pause and take time for yourself so that then you can continue pouring into yourself, the people you love, and the things you love.
And you mentioned affirmation candles.
Yes.
So, can you walk through, and I know that you have one with you as well, can you walk through A, what brought you into candle making, and B, the motivation behind putting affirmations on the candles?
So candle making during the time where I was experiencing my postpartum depression, um, I love crafting. So I would try different crafts, but I just started making candles and it became extremely therapeutic for me. It was something that really would let me get lost and really process my feelings. And then from then I went on to journaling. So candle making combined with journaling was what really helped me overcome that. And what makes my candles special is that first they're hand poured in in my home studio. Each single one of them is hand poured by me. And the affirmations come directly from my journals, from when I was experiencing all of that. And also the scents that I create are intentional because they're meant to calm your nervous system. They're meant to uplift your mood and just provide an overall soothing experience for you.
And now you have candles. Walk us through some of your favorite, I always say flavors, but they're not flavors, scent. And after you walk us through some of your favorite scents, especially holiday favorites, your best sellers, walk us through some of the other things that you offer. Because looking through your website, which I always encourage everyone to do, you don't offer just candles. You have a few other options too. But start off with the candles. Tell us
Yeah.
your tell us your scents that you have.
Okay, so I have my affirmation candles are the heart of my collections, and I offer them in 4 scents that come from my signature collection. So my the best selling ones from those is Good Hair Day, which is literally exactly what it's called. It's like freshly shampooed hair on a sunny Saturday morning. That's what it smells like when you're ready to take over the day. So that features scents of lemon and white flowers. Then we have Clarity, which is sage and lavender. So that's very relaxing. Then we have Falling for Flannel, which I also added it in my signature collection because it sells all year round. People love it. And it's like a masculine scent with musk, honeysuckle, and a little vanilla bean, but it's soft. So it's like, it's a very nice balance. And then we have arroz con leche, which is a tribute to my culture and my upbringing. And it's cinnamon and vanilla. And it smells like that fresh bowl, warm bowl that's made by your mom, your grandmother, your aunt, or even the bowl that you make for yourself or for your kids. It's that in candle form. It's like a big nostalgic hug. So those are my best sellers all year round.
Oh my gosh, that's making me a little hungry. I'm like, wait, you're making me want to put a flannel on. You're making me want to go wash my hair and have a hair day. I love these scents. Now, what else do you offer? What else can they find on your website?
On my website, so they will find candles, they'll find drinkware, they'll find picture frames that could either be in a glass frame or rock slate. And then we also offer bulk gifting. So if you're having like a baby shower, a wedding, a small gathering in your home, and you want like mini candles, we offer that as well. And I think that's it. Well, the big thing with us, which is everyone asks me, embellished ribbon, they will never think, is that all of our orders include complimentary gift wrapping. It's an option that you have at checkout. So if you're buying a candle to gift to someone, we take care of all of that. We wrap it for them. We include a message, whatever you want us to say. We offer delivery. So we ship in the US. It goes right to their door. We also offer local pickup. And we also offer a local delivery for a small fee.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yes.
And now, when you're sitting here at this point in your business, looking back to when you started, what are
Mhm.
some of the shifts or changes that you feel within yourself through building this business?
First, I am so happy that I did it. In February of 2021, I resigned from a 15-year career in family services. I
Mhm.
had just had a baby. I had just bought a house. So it was a lot of changes at once. But I had a really deep, deep calling that I was meant for more than what was going on in my life, than what the career that I had. So I I'm so happy I did it. I'm so happy I gave myself the opportunity to see how many amazing things I can do when I believe in myself. So really, this entrepreneurship journey has been a really big lesson of believing in myself, trusting in my abilities, and letting myself be seen and heard because I do have something to offer, especially to the people who really need to hear it. And that's one of the most important things that I've learned in this journey is to just let myself be heard.
Ooh, and through your Kindle, something else that you had mentioned is that so many women postpartum need that light,
Hmm.
need that light to be opened up. And also, something you had mentioned is for that affirmation candle line that you may have it in your home and someone may come in and see it and need to see that message. And
Hmm.
also the fact that if you think that someone in your life may be going through something or you know it, instead of just a flower arrangement or a fruit arrangement, sending them a candle that can let them know. So, what are some of if we go to your website, what are some of the affirmations that we hear that we'll find? And which are some of your personal favorites?
So I have four affirmation collections. I have Strength in Motherhood, which is a really big one for me, all things motherhood. And my favorite one from there is I take pride in watching my children grow into who they are meant to be because I have a 14-year-old and I have a 5-year-old. So they're in two different worlds. They're going through two different life experiences. So I have to parent both of them very differently. So that's something that I've had to learn. I also have healing through time, which is my favorite affirmation there is I honor where I am and I take it one step at a time because that was one of the things also that I had to learn with my business is to give myself grace and be patient. Like I'm not going to move as fast as someone who maybe doesn't have any kids, or maybe someone who has more resources than I do. So I've
Yeah.
been honoring my where I am in my business and how I move, because that's how I stay true to myself, and that's how I can continue offering quality and authenticity to my business and to the people who need it. And then I have affirmations for the soul. And my favorite one there is I embrace all that I am and all that I am becoming, because this has been a journey of me just challenging myself, letting myself be uncomfortable, and really being proud of all I have accomplished when I challenge myself. And if I fail, okay, I failed, but at least I know that I gave myself a chance to do it. And I'm a step ahead than I would have been if I didn't. So that's one. And I have a wealth and abundance. And my favorite one there is I am worthy of all the wealth and opportunities that come my way, because scarcity mindset is a real thing. So I had to really learn how to overcome that, and that the world is abundant and that there is enough. And, that's something that I've learned with my pricing. When I first started, I would not price my candles correctly. Now it's not so much, this is a candle I have to compete with Bath and Body Works. I say no, because my candle, my story is very personal. It's very different. So I price it the way that I see fit with my quality and what I'm offering. So that's something that I've had to learn. And I did want to mention, with collaboration, I have a fifth collection with Generation Fearless. We have the Fearless Trailblazer collection. And
Yeah.
that is one way that I like to give back to the community. So right now we have 4 affirmations in that collection, and a portion of each sale will go towards Generation Fearless and to fund and support whatever programs she has going on at the moment, and for scholarships.
That is amazing. What had you come up with that idea?
While collaborating with her,
Yeah.
actually, we met. So I went to an event and something told me she was on the panel, and something told me to introduce myself to her. I did, and we continued to foster a relationship from there. And she actually brought it up to me. She's like, "Well, I was thinking, maybe are you interested in doing like a special affirmation collection for first gen women?" And it felt really aligned, because I'm all about women empowerment through wellness and self-care and through education. So I said yes immediately. So it's been fun, but it also has been a blessing to see that it makes a difference. The candles make a difference, a step a little bit further.
The impacts and the change
Yeah.
that you're making in others. And when it comes to 2026 and the goals that you have and what you want to achieve, or collaborations that you're calling in, could you paint a picture for us of what you're desiring to do next year, and maybe organizations or other nonprofits or even other women entrepreneurs that you'd be interested in partnering with?
Well, I would love to continue expanding my brand visibility through podcasts and more Instagram lives and more collaborations like the one that I'm doing with Generation Fearless. I'm open to that as long as it aligns with my vision and mission. I would also like to start moving in the direction of having my candles in retail stores. That's something that I've been wanting for a long time. And now that both of my children are in school full time, it gives me much more time during the day to be able to produce that kind of volume. So I'm very excited about that.
And when it comes to some of your favorite stories of people that have seen the candle and bought it, or whatever, whichever kind of candle story has been your favorite, have you heard any feedback or any reviews or anything that you could share with us that really had someone realize, like, wow, this has really made a difference in my life?
Well, there was a candle that was purchased for someone whose friend lost their mom.
Mhm.
And after, I always follow up and I ask if I have a way to contact them. I asked them how did the person like the candle, and they told me that they cried, that they said it felt like home, it felt like their mom was giving them a hug, and I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly the feeling that I want to convey in people, so that it was a push to keep going, like I am going in the right direction. It's not for everyone, but it is for the people who need it, and she needed that at that moment.
And I'm also wondering, as you expand, what do you think might be some affirmations that your current self might want to tell your current self might want to tell your past self? Like, is there, if you could sit down with her and have a cup of coffee or meet up with her and bump into her at the mall, that version of you before you started Embellished Ribbon, what do you
Mhm.
think you would say to her? Like, how would you support her or pump her up? What would you say?
Girl, yes, you can, and yes, you will. Because, I
Ooh,
don't have, I didn't, and I still don't really have a blueprint of what it is to own a business, what
yeah,
the ups and downs, the business part of the business, right? Because the product
yes,
is the easier part. So
yes.
it's really, on my website, I have this quote that says, open your mind and heart like the wings of a butterfly. See then how high you can fly. And that's something that I follow. Like I would tell that quote to her. Like, let yourself just see how wonderful you can be and how, like, let yourself see all you can accomplish. Like, look back, like, wow, I really did that.
I find that, and I'd love to hear your feedback, that as women, it can be so hard to recognize ourselves for how much we've achieved and are actively achieving. Do you still find yourself being hard on yourself during this journey, even though you're like, I got to give myself grace? But I feel like sometimes it can be hard to give yourself a serving of grace.
Yeah, and it's even harder to let yourself celebrate because you're like, okay, I achieved this. Okay, now what's next? Now what's next? And I find myself having to remind myself constantly, like, I achieved this. It's okay to sit in this feeling in this moment for a little bit longer while thinking of how I can move on to the next. But I don't have to do it right away. I could just enjoy it and I can celebrate it and I can talk about it a little bit. I struggle with, I don't like attention in that sense. I don't like, peacocking myself like they say. But
Yeah.
I've learned that I kind of have to in a way because if I don't speak about it, if I don't speak about my business, nobody will know. So I'm learning to find a way to do that in a humble way that is me, if that makes sense.
No, I love that you added that on top of it because it's so true. Not only do we not say good job, but then we don't also say, hey, congratulations. Hey,
Mhm.
I think you're doing a great job. And I think we need to hear it every single day. Find something to
Mhm.
celebrate, find something to, but maybe that sounds like, hey, a future line of like a celebration line or a congratulations. Congratulations,
Yes.
you quit your job, right? Like, congratulations,
Yes.
you're building a business. Congratulations, you birthed a whole baby. Congratulations, right?
Yeah.
Like, almost like, look at all you have achieved. And then
Yeah.
maybe one of the candles can say, congratulations, you're now in retail stores, right?
Yes.
Like, and that can be yours that you can keep, because I think manifestation,
Hmm.
sharing your goals out loud, making sure that you see your goals every single day is so essential. Is there any way for anyone to ever customize what they put on a candle?
Yes, I do. So let me show you. So these are the jars that I have right now for my affirmation.
Oh,
This one, so after you burn the candle, clean it out, this stays on there. So
yeah.
you can repurpose it as a pen holder, however you want to repurpose it for the constant reminder. I will be offering your own affirmation. And
Ooh.
then you can also add in the back, you can add a picture if you would like. So that's something that I'm working on. Yes, probably for the new year because right now I have a lot already on my
You got a lot to
website.
do. And that candle, if you hold it up one more time, hey, that looks like a great candle. I am worthy of peace to gift someone. that's
Hmm.
going through a custody trial or going through a divorce, right? Like there
Or
are
going through it with their teen because teen years are
yes,
tough.
yes, yes, yes. I am worthy of peace. If you feel like you are in conflict, if you feel like you are searching for that resolution, finding that light from
Mhm.
within, and imagine lighting it. And then naturally, when you light it, you're reading it, you're looking at it, and it becomes a part
Mhm.
of your day. So, how
Yeah.
fabulous to be able to have something for those who think that maybe I could upgrade my environment a little bit.
Mhm.
Add a candle. When it comes out in 2026, create a custom candle that you
Yeah.
can put one of your big goals that you're not sure how it's going to happen. But when you go and light that candle every single day, you know it's possible. You know that you can do it. And Nelly,
Yes.
I'm so thankful to have had this conversation with you. I know we're going to be doing a podcast recording so we can dive into so much of this deeper. We're going to be doing an Instagram live as well in the coming weeks. What is your bold ask? For anyone that's still watching our live, what is something that you're like, you know what? Here's a big, bold ask of me to you.
I don't know. You just put me on the spot.
Would it have to do, I always say that a bold ask, because some people use a bold ask and they're like, buy my stuff. But a bold ask is, I love to position it as something that you really want to achieve, but you really need some more connections in order for it to fall into place. So I know that one of your big goals of being placed in retail stores, right? So a bold
Hmm.
ask might be fabulous of, do you know anyone who owns the storefront?
Yes.
Do you know anyone who's in retail stores that could give me 15 minutes of their time to give me some tips and tricks? Right? Like that's a bold
Yes.
ask. Let me get on my stage in front of the universe and make my big bold ask.
That is exactly it. I really want to tackle that goal in 2026. I really, it's my dream. My dream, my ultimate dream is to have my own store, but that is a step towards
Yes.
that. So,
Yes.
yes, if you know anyone who has a store who you think my candles will be perfect for, please reach out to me.
Beautiful. And now your website is embellishedribbon.com.
.com. Yes. And
Perfect.
my most active social media is Instagram. So please follow me there. And if you want to join our email list, which is where it's at, that's where all the promotions and offers are. I offer that to my email subscribers. Please join our email list as well. And sharing is just as strong as purchasing. So please share with your family and friends. Share my website, share my Instagram, share everything.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Nelly.